What's up YouTube, Levier Dragon here, and I know what you're thinking. Did you die? The answer is yes, but I'm back. So today we're doing a deck profile of Fluffals. Fluffals is my second favorite deck after Windups. I freaking love this deck, it's so fun and cool, and yeah, it's good now, so doing a deck profile. Alright, so first off, 3 Fluffal dogs, obvious. And in this version I'm running 3 Fluffal mouse. This card is just really good for fodder. It it makes 3 right after you play it, so you can just get like 3 pops of tiger or 3 more attacks with wolf. It's just like really crazy. And then 3 bears because I'm running the toy vendor wings version. So bear gets you toy vendor, and then you pitch wings with toy vendor. You draw a million cards. It's really good. Wings is like basically the main reason why this deck is like tier 1 now. Double Sheep. This card is great for cycling dog, and also it just puts your edges on the board so you can fuse easier, and fodder also. 1 Owl. So Owl used to be a 2 of, but now it's a 1 of. It's basically just there so you can search it with dog. It's a great card though. And then 2 Sabers because you have to run them. And 3 Chain. Chain is amazing. So obviously it makes sheep, which is a great card, and it gives you your fight for fusion, which is amazing. So it's just like the best fodder. 3 Upstart Goblins to run a 37 card deck. 3 Toy Vendors because it's like the heart of the deck. It's really broken. 2 Polymerization, make your fusions. I'm thinking about running 3. I probably should be, but this is more of a testing build to test out other cards, so I try to find space. 2 Fight for Fusion. This card's nuts. Miracle Fusion. 2 MST, Pendulum format. 1 Galaxy Cyclone. This card's great because you can pitch it off Toy Vendor and then pop a face-up card. Regeki. Dark Hole. So sometimes this deck has issues with monsters, especially with the new Pendulum deck. And if they have monsters that can inhibit your plays, it's a really big problem. So I think the Dark Hole is pretty important, and obviously there's going to be more on the side. So like basically this deck really fumbles against things that can stop your combos. So that's why MST and Dark Hole is really important. And I'm running Reika Magic the 7th one. I'll talk about this more later, but it is one of the sweetest cards ever. And that's it for spells. For traps, 2 Fusion Reverse. Okay, so this card, if you don't search your polymerization, this card is still incredible. I like to talk about the Nordic search trap card a lot with this. So basically you set it as a trap, and it bluffs your opponent. Your opponent will think that you have something. They'll play around whatever it is. They might even pop it, and if they pop it, then awesome, they wasted something, and you get a free search off of it. And it just allows you to search any Fluffal you need. So like, a lot of the times you'll just search dog, but you can search bear to get toy vendor, and or you can search wings if you already have the other pieces. It's just like, such an important card, I feel. And there's the off chance you'll have it later, and you'll get a polymerization back from your game and just +1 off of it. So, it's really crazy. 1 Breakthrough Skill. You can pitch it off Toy Vendor, and it's a great card. Solemn Warning, standard. And I'm running 1 Magical Hats. This card is freaking amazing in this deck because obviously you get Toy Vendors. And so another issue with this deck is sometimes it has a problem with OTKs. If you're forced to go first, you're in a really big disadvantage, and this really helps. If you open this when you're going first, that's just so beneficial because not only are you protecting yourself from any OTK shenanigans, but you're also getting a potential +2 and yeah, stopping their attacks. So it's just really crazy. And then like the next turn, you have whatever searches you wanted to get, so you're guaranteed to have a crazy play. Besides that, it is susceptible to back row hate. If they destroy back row before they go for plays, it's kind of unfortunate, but that's why there's only 1. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we're running 3 Pray for Tiger. So, really obvious. the only reason this deck is viable and one of the best cards in the game. 2 sheep, really good. 2 wolf for OTKs. 1 chimera just in case. And this is for rank up magic. So rank up magic combos extremely well with sabers, obviously. So if you draw rank up magic outside the draw phase, this does have a little bit of issue with Upstart Goblin, where you'll Upstart Goblin into this and then that poses a serious problem. But you can always put it back with sabers, and the synergy here is real. So if you draw this during draw phase, you get a free this. So there are a lot of other options. I chose to go with this, which is, if you don't know what this does, it's basically a Volcasaurus that can still attack afterwards. So it's just a 2800 walking Volcasaurus, which is insane. So you deal a bunch of damage to them, and then you can smack them in the face for 2800. And that just happened just by top decking this card. So it's really crazy. This card will always give you pluses if you draw it during your draw phase. And yeah, obviously, if you don't, then it's unfortunate, but you can always top deck it with Saber. Castel. Rank 4s don't come up very often, but Castel is the best one to have. Engineer. Rank 3s are even less common, but it might come up. And then for the other 3 spots, I didn't really have anything in particular that I wanted to run, so I just leave it up to you guys. So if you guys are running Saw, then Leo obviously is great. Maybe a 3rd sheep if you want to run that, and then just like a free spot. There wasn't really much to consider because really the only thing this deck cares about is Tiger. Tiger and Wolf and Sheep. So like, where's my Tigers? There. So if you have these, you're fine. Like, there's pretty much nothing else you need. You just destroy their whole board, attack for lethal, or to stall, drop a sheep first, and allows you to get to your Fight for Fusion to Tiger them. So, yeah. That's basically it, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I would say subscribe for more content, but I'm not sure when that will be. But it will happen eventually. So stay tuned for that.
Subscribe for more shitty Terraria tutorials.